Hi Pisces, this is your reading for the week of March 16th, or when you hear it and it resonates, and it will not be for every Pisces. Pisces, I keep hearing the song, The Pink Pony Club. I'm going to keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. And of course, it's a beautiful song by, I believe, Chapel Rowan. And it's about somebody basically telling their mother, look, no, my life, this is what I want. I want to be dancing at the Pink Pony Club. This is my thing. And I feel, Pisces, for you, there is a quality that goes along with that. If you listen to that song, it's got that kind of rhythm to it, but it's really all about that freedom of being able to just dance and completely be yourself, no matter what your mother thinks or anybody else, any other authority. It's that quality of personal freedom, personal expression without apology, but it's also 100% authentic. It's not something that you're putting on like, oh yes, everybody knows I'm a good dancer, so I'm going to really dance. It's you really being in that space where you have been able to identify certain aspects from your past that you needed to grieve, that you needed to let go of, that you hadn't quite done. And because you were basing your opinion of yourself and therefore your rights to freedom and happiness and all those things, probably in a very unconscious level, because you judged yourself for things that maybe you didn't do as well as you thought you should have. And I believe a lot of this goes, I'm getting a real sense of romance for some of you, or romantic relationships, partnerships, marriages that didn't work out in the way that you hoped they would. Either you felt you chose the wrong people, or you didn't handle it properly, it could have gone better, or you were taken advantage of, or. Basically, romantic relationships and partnerships that as you stand in your transformative life, you look back over, it's time to say goodbye to those, my friends. It's time for you to have a little bit of humor about the absurdities of life and to be able to look back and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ever dated that person. What was I thinking? Or, you know what? I saw the red flags, but I chose not to do that. I have to take responsibility for that now. But I can take responsibility for that now because I love myself enough to know who I was at the time. Absolutely could not have done any better. Even though I saw the red flags, I didn't have what I needed inside me to step away from that and discern it to be something that I could not handle. So this is really all about you tuning into and acknowledging that there is another part of you going on here. Now, there was something, I'm going to be more articulate. There is another part of you. There is a higher conscious you that is, has always been a part of this and has held you through it, knowing that this is just part of the learning. It's not about, well, we'll take care of her. I'm going to take care of you until you finally get this right. It's like, no. I'm here to hold you through these experiences so that you can learn and grow. That's all. And now, as you're letting go of that stuff, you're being able to integrate more of an experience of that part of you. It's no longer, I will think about spirituality over here and then I will live my life over here. I will do all these problems in my life with my personality, but it's okay because I can go into meditation and be spiritual. No, now this is about you getting to a point in your life where you're able to integrate those two parts of yourself because you've been able to integrate the grief, the sadness, the self-recriminations. Okay? The blame, the grief, the shame, whatever's in there, this is part of what you get to integrate because you can love yourself now and because there is another part of you that is very strong. Now, for those of you who are in a place right now where you're not quite able to do that, where you're really struggling with the idea of letting it be okay, that you were okay, what you're being told is That's the old story, right? I didn't do it right. I chose the wrong person. I didn't handle it well. I could have been this. I could have been a contender. All of that stuff. What they're saying is that's the old dream. And you can see it as a nightmare, or you can see it as it having been a fascinating story. It was a novel. It wasn't a nightmare. It was a novel. And there were some chapters that were rough and there were some chapters that weren't. But what you're being told here is that as you close your book, as you let yourself close that book, what you're also doing then is you're opening up your conscious mind and your energy, your vital creative energy. So dream big. You know, the advantage to having had difficulties in the past, one of the advantages is that you get to use that as a statement, as an acknowledgement for what doesn't feel good, what doesn't feel right. And then you get to say, well, what would I like to dream for my future? How would I like to dream my beingness in the next phase of my life? Because you have the power to do that. And you have the connection to divine energy and to that part of yourself that you know is bigger than your personality. It's time for you to dream from that place, my lovely Pisces. I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to wish you all the best. You take care of yourselves.